Hey everyone, my name is Alexander Livieri and I am one of your teachers, as you already know. Um, but I am going to be providing you with a class that is all about functional stretching, strengthening and stability for your acrobatics, and finishing off with some headstand and handstand work. Um, all you'll need is maybe a yoga mat, as you can see, some open space. I'm going to be using this wall here to work on some handstand stuff for you to see. As you can see, I live in a pretty small apartment, but do the best you can with the space that you're given and make the most of this time to keep up your training, and so you'll be ready to go and dance and perform and compete when we get back to the studio. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to guide you through a little warm-up, a little conditioning, and then move on to some skills. Okay, here we go. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we're going to stand up nice and tall on our mat, and we're going to go through some basic like sun salutations, and you can follow with me here. So we'll start with a nice plie, reach up, inhale, exhale, fold all the way over, and plie and straighten, plie, roll up, arms out nice and wide. You're going to inhale, reach all the way up, look at your top hand, then you're going to reach over and down to your knee. Take a nice plie on the left and straighten. Really try to make sure that your hips are square to the front, but you're spiraling with your torso. Take another plie and straighten. Hands in the center. Take a nice plie and straighten. Plie, sit as low as you can go, and roll all the way up. And we'll do the other side, same thing. Reach all the way up. Make sure you're looking at your hand for your balance. Hand comes down. Try to square off your hips as best as you can. Take a nice plie and straighten. Plie and straighten. I'll go slower when we have the music. And plie, straighten, plie, straighten. You can wag your hips back and forth, open up your hips, grab the outside of your legs, and take a nice gentle pull, bringing your head between your legs. You're going to plie, turn your feet out. You're going to shift down to the right, half-second position. Make sure that your weight is in this supporting leg, and you're turning out this foot, right? You don't want to have a parallel foot and it like jamming into your hip this way. You want to open your leg out from your hip, knees over toes, sitting down into your stretch, making sure that this foot is up at the sky, knees up to the sky, and you can keep your hands on the ground, or you can have a hand behind for equal stability, but you want your weight to be right in the center with yourself leaning over top, so you could technically have like no arms, yeah? So we're going to stretch on this side, take a nice couple bounces, then we're going to switch to the other side. See where you're at with your stretching, again making sure this leg is nice and turned out, sinking your hip down. Good. And then from here we'll take a nice right lunge. Okay, we're going to inhale, bring the arms up. Make sure your abdominals are in, your rib cage is in. You're going to plie, bend the back leg, and straighten. Bend the back leg, straighten. We're going to fold over, and we're going to stretch our right lunge, our sequence on our right, and then the sequence on our left. I'm going to turn the music on, and we're just going to get going with our stretching warm-up, okay? Follow along with me as best as you can. And inhale. Exhale, come down. plie, straighten, plie, and straighten. Good, roll up, plie, arms up nice and wide. Left arm up, right hand down, look at your hand in the sky. Good, bring your top hand down to your bottom foot. Try to square off your hips, nose to your knee. Good, take a nice plie in your left leg as you stretch to the right. And straighten. Plie. And straighten. Good, hands in the center, plie. And straighten. Good, make sure you're breathing, plie. And come all the way up. Other side, reach. Good, bring your top hand down to your bottom foot. Nose to your left leg. Plie. And straighten. Plie. And straighten. Good, hands in the center, plie. Good, as you plie, exhale, drop your head. Release your head and your shoulders. Relax, no tension in the upper back, just nice and relaxed. Plie. And up. Wag your hips back and forth. Good. Take your hands, grab the outside of your ankles. Try to pull your head between your legs. Inhale, flat back up. Exhale, release. Good. Put your hands on the ground, turn your feet out. Take a nice shift to the right to your left side. Right leg up to the sky, toes up. Turning out your left leg and sitting. Take 10 little bounces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And shift. Good. And bounce. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gentle bounce. Just doing a little active stretch. Good. And shift back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. 1, 2. Switch. 1, 2. Switch. And switch back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Wag your hips back and forth. Release. Good. Let's come to a right lunge on this side. Okay, you're going to inhale, bring your arms up to the sky. Make sure this back leg, you're on the ball of your feet. There's energy reaching out from your back heel. You're trying to square your hips. So make sure the left hip is pushing forward, the right hip is pulling back. Arms up by your ears. You're going to plie the back leg. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, plie. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, plie. Good, hands down. Shift the back leg long. You're going to try to put your back heel down on the ground. If your legs, like mine, are too far away and you can't put your back heel down, bring your back heel a little bit more in front. Good. Then make sure you're trying to square off your hips. So from this position, bring your right hip back, left hip in front. That's right, reaching towards the wall. Take an inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold over. Nose to your knee. Good, take a nice plie, shift to the back leg, flex the front toes. As you're doing this, you're reaching your sternum and your chest out in space as you fold over your hips, right? Release your head. Good, and straighten. Shift your hands in front. You're going to demi point and point the back foot. Demi and shift. One more time. Bending, point, shift your weight into your hands. Bending, and down. Good. Come back to your lunge. Good. Put down the back leg now, everyone. Shift your hips back, nice and long in front. Reach your hands past your foot. Reach your heart in the direction that you're leaning. Square off your hips, and then fold over. You can uncurl the back toe so your back foot is flat now. Good, come forward. Now, you're going to turn out this foot, okay? You're going to come forward, bring your elbows down to the ground, and stretch your hip. Good, come on up. Let's come up to our lunge, please. Put your right hand on your left leg. Shift your hips forward. Make sure you're not sticking your ribs out, right? Your ribs are in, your abdominals are in, but you're shifting your hip forward. You're going to take your left arm, reach back for your right foot, and stretch your lunge. If this is too hard to balance, feel free to drop your right arm to the ground. As you find stability, shift your hips forward as you pull your back leg in. Good, let go. Shift back one more time, nose to your knee. Good, from here, let's slide out to our split. Go as far as you can today. Okay? Try to start out in as parallel of a place as you can. As you're stretching, you're making sure that your hips are square and your chest is reaching up. As you get more comfortable, feel free to slide further into your split. Try to lengthen out the back leg as long as you possibly can. Yeah? Good, hands in the center. You're going to pick your hips up. Sit second position. Good, make sure you're on your sits bones. So the two bones that you're anchored into the ground with, you're anchoring in, you're sitting up nice and tall. There's no hunching back. If there's any hunching, well, like this, any sinking with your stretches, feel free to take a book and sit on top of the book, so you'll be right on top of some stability, so you can then reach forward and be in any sort of position beyond this point. So, small demonstration. Yeah? So if you're sitting back into your lower back and you don't have not flexible enough to get over, sit on top of the book to find length, long second position, and you'll be on top. Yeah? So, long second position, reach up and over. Right arm to the left leg. Make sure you're pushing down your bottom hand, spiraling up to the sky. Good, other side. Make sure you're sitting evenly between your two sits bones, right? Good, come all the way up. Reach your arms forward. As you reach forward, present your heart forward. So no rounding the upper back and trying to hunch, right? We're shifting our sternum forward, trying to increase the stretch with our ribs on the ground. Good, come on up. Turn to face your leg, reach past your foot, nose to your knee. Good, other side. Again, reaching your heart past your foot, energetically past your foot. And wherever you're at, this is your stretch. If you feel like you can, fold over. Good. One more time. Let's reach center. Again, trying to reach your rib cage towards the floor, lengthening out of your lower back. Good. Come on up. Shake, 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 shake. Let's shift to our right side, our right lunge now. Okay. Again, squaring off your hips, long back leg, energy out your back heel. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, plie the back leg. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, plie. Inhale, straighten. Good, take a nice arch back actually, why not? Good, rotate your arms all the way around, down to the ground. Bring in your back leg now. Shift to 2 straight legs, reaching your heart forward and folding over the front leg. Good, plie the back leg and flex the front foot. Try to fold over the front leg. Good, shift forward, weight into your hands. Tendu and point the back foot. Tendu and point the back foot. And shift back. Good, come back to your lunge. Let's turn out the front leg. Elbows down to the ground in lizard pose. You can go ahead and drop the back leg if you prefer. Sinking your hips down. Make sure you're breathing. All of this is with an active breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And push all the way up, please. Shift your hips back, long front leg. Reaching your sternum forward. And reach, 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 and fold. Good, shift forward. Again, rib cage in. Abdominals in, shifting your hips forward, not sticking your chest out, right? It's really going to get in there and stretch your psoas in the right way. Good, take your right arm, reach back for your left foot. Good, if you need stability, hand down on the ground. As you put your hand on the ground, hips stretch forward. Good, release. Shift back one more time, long front leg. Good, and wherever you're at today, slide to your split. Ripping my mat here. Okay. Good, really trying to lengthen out the back leg as long as you possibly can, squaring off your hips. Take a nice arch back. Good, and comes forward. Let's come to center, please. So you're going to bring your left leg, your right leg in. Make sure your foot, you see under, my foot is in line with my knee here. And you're going to stretch half frog stretch, please. Stretching our inner thighs. Now you're going to rotate up to your heel and rotate back down. Up to your heel and back down. Good, switch. Right knee down. This leg is parallel to your knee in the same line. It's not in, it's not out. It's directly behind your knee. Your right leg reaches out and you stretch your inner thigh this way. You're going to rotate up, and rotate down, rotate up, rotate down. All right, go ahead and lift yourself up. You can turn your heels out to start, and shift your hips down as low as they can go. Slipping. You're trying to, your sacrum bone, the diamond bone that sits right in your lower back, you're trying to push it forward and bring it down and under, like pressing it under and forward, right? This is going to keep your back nice and long so you're not hunching or arching, okay? Pressing it down and forward. You can go ahead and bring your hands forward and lower down and stretch. Good. Now go ahead and rotate over it. You don't have to go all the way down in this position. Just supporting yourself with your arms, trying not to arch your back or tuck too far. You want your hips to be right in line with your ankles. Okay? Good. If you feel inclined, feel free to go down to your stomach. Arms out to the side, and stretch. Good. And ramajam your legs together in the back. Very gently to hit the wall. Good. Kick your legs back and forth. Stretch out your inner thighs. Good. You take a nice inhale, seal stretch, up to the sky. Trying to open your heart, open your chest. Look all the way up. If you can, feet together in the back. Good. Exhale. Tabletop position. Take a nice inhale, arch. Exhale, curl. Now go this way so you can see me. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curl. Nice rounded spine. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curl. Good. Let's walk our hands out nice and far in front. We're going to start stretching our shoulders and our chest for some of our acrobatic, not tumbling, but our acrobatic skills. So keep your hips up nice and tall. We're going to press our armpits down to the ground like a cat or a dog is stretching and relaxing. You want your chin to be on the ground and you're looking at your hands. Make sure you're breathing. Inhale through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. Increase the stretch. Come up to your fingertips. You're really going to press your armpits down to the ground further. Good. Hands flat. Contract your lower abdominals in. Roll forward. Walking your hands back in. Now stretching our shoulders. Be really gentle with this exercise, okay? You're keeping your hips up. You're going to bring your hands on top of each other, okay? You're going to reach out far and wide, and you're going to rotate your armpit down to the ground and switch. Back and forth. Good. Let's bring our left arm in, our right arm out to the top diagonal here. And you're going to look at your left hand on the ground, pushing, and you're going to take gentle pulses into your armpit on the floor. Stretching out your chest. Now you're going to rotate to your thumb. Sorry everyone, the video ran out of battery, so I had to try again. So we're going to go back to stretching our shoulders. Good. So wherever we're at. Horizontal position here, and pressing down, gentle pulses. And rotate to your thumb, to your pinky. Good, other side. High diagonal here. Gentle pulses. Rotate to your thumb, to your pinky. Good, and rotate down horizontal, same thing. Gentle pulses. And rotate to your thumb, to your pinky. Good. Excellent. All right, let's stretch our candlesticks out. So, 3 positions in our candlesticks. First one is holding your back. Second one is pressing your hands down to the floor. Third one is arms over your head on the floor. Okay? So, first position, hips up, feet together, point your feet all the way up. Feel free to support your back with your hands pressing into your elbows on the floor. And open your hips up to the sky. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands down to the floor. Fold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate your arms up. Hold your balance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And roll forward. Gentle rock and roll. Good. From here, let's go back up. We're going to bring our knees over our head onto the floor. Put our hips up. Plie your knees to either side of your ears and rock your hips up. Try to touch your feet to the floor. Nice stretch for your upper neck and your upper back and your neck. Good, rock and roll. Alright, for those of us who are ready, let's push up to our bridge now, okay? So in your bridge, making sure that your feet are parallel, you're not turning your feet out, right? Knees over toes. If you're super advanced, the second round of bridge, feel free to bring your feet together, pushing from your feet over your shoulders, right? Also, common mistake, which I often correct some of you with, is not turning your arms out, right? We're rotating our hands in or completely parallel to each other, okay? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, push up. Good, wherever you're at, I want you to rock back and forth, pushing your chest over your hands. 5 times, my favorite number. Good. Walk your feet in closer to your hands. And push, 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 push. Feet over your shoulders, over your hands. Good. Let's bring our left foot up to passe. From here, you're going to extend your foot all the way up to the sky. Good. And back down. And right foot. Up through passe. Lengthening out the back of your knee. And back through passe. Down to the ground. And come down. Grab your knees, rock and roll. Good, make sure you're breathing upside down. Common mistake is we hold our breath and we lose gas really quickly. So for longer duration upside down, just keep breathing, right? For those of us who are ready, let's take a second bridge. Try to bring your feet together this time and push yourself over your hands, okay? Let's see if I can do this. It's been a while. But on the count of 3, push up. 1, 2, 3, up. Good, now bring your feet together. Now from your feet, push to straight legs. Good, come on down. Woo! Stretch is extreme and rock and roll. Good. Now before we finish with our headstands and handstands, we need to roll out our wrists, right? So, let's sit on our knees and bring our wrists out. Nice, gentle press forward. Good, rotate your hands to the side. Take a nice circle. And reverse your circle. Good, go ahead and push through your fingertips, back and forth, articulating through your fingers. Like you're pushing your squishy bed, right? Push, push. That's right. Good, hands in front. Just take circles with our hands facing front. And reverse your circle. Good, turn your hands over this time. Be really gentle with this one. You don't need a lot of weight on your wrists. Just trying to increase the mobility gently. Good, turn your hands in all directions. So in, back. Rotate them out. And back. And in. Good. Let's do some wrist push-ups. So, you're going to keep your elbows straight. You can't bend your elbows or it's not effective, right? So keep your elbows totally straight and you're going to come up to your knuckles and make a fist, okay? We're going to do this 5 times. So you're going to open, squeeze close, really clench your fist tight, yeah? Trying to increase your wrist strength. Good, excellent, shake it out. And roll out your wrists together. Ocean motion. And reverse your direction. Good, shake it out. Good, and wrist down, pull your fingers back. And switch. Good, rotate your fingers up, pull your fingers back. Good, and other hand. Excellent, okay. So let's get working on our headstands, okay? So, super important for some of our beginner dancers. The tripod is all about the prefix tri, meaning tri like 3, triangle, tripod, right? So the triangle that you make with your body are your hands on the bottom of your triangle and the top of your head is on the corner top of the triangle, right? So this is your point of stability. Without this triangle, you're going to topple and fall. If you have your hands in line with your ears and your head, the triangle's gone, okay? You need to keep your hands down at the bottom of your triangle, in line with your shoulders, essentially, with your elbows in, okay? If your elbows are out, it's gonna be too hard to balance as well, okay? So elbows in, pressing into the floor. Really taking the weight out of your head, because if you have too much weight in your head, you can really hurt your neck, okay? So, I'm going to show this from the side and then from the back, from the other position as well. So, if you're from the side, your hands are on the same line here, right? The bottom of your triangle. The top of your triangle is where the top of your head goes. So, you're going to put your head on the ground. Make sure your toes are curled under. Now you're going to push from your toes and lift your knees up off the ground. Lift. Trying to get your hips up as high as you can. Trying to get your hips over your shoulders as best as you possibly can, right? I know I'm a little far out this way. If you can try to walk your feet in closer to get your hips over your shoulders, that would be ideal, okay? So from here, let's try to lift one foot off the ground and hover with the other foot. Take little hops with that other foot, okay? Try not to push too hard that you topple over. Just take little hops with your foot. Good. Now let's take this free leg here and put your knee onto your elbow. Remember, we're not splaying our elbows out. Our elbows are facing our legs, reaching in this direction, right? So let's take our foot and knee and put our knee on top of our elbow. From here, try to really make contact so it's nice and strong, like there's cement between your knee and your elbow. And try to lift your toe off the ground. Okay? Now if you can do that, try to walk your foot closer to your hand so you can bring your knee onto your next elbow, right? So from here, you should be pushing into both hands. You should be able to lift your foot off the ground because your hips are nice and square over your shoulders, okay? If you're in this position, come on down and rest. If you haven't, keep trying to find it. That was a long time to be up on our head. I look like a tomato. Whew. But it's part of the sport. So, this next round, let's try to go up to our tripod again, okay? Knees on our elbows, feet up off the ground, and toes could be like touching each other. From there, let's try to take a wrist and lift our knees up and bring our knees together upside down, so we're in a tuck position, okay? From our tuck position, we can try to lift all the way up to the sky to our headstand, our full headstand. If that is easy for you, you can go ahead and open to straddle position. You can feel free to bring your legs a little bit more in front. And if you feel really, really strong, you can come to your pike position, okay? So I'm gonna go this way, so it's easier to see everything. So let's push up to our knees up off the ground, push from your toes, okay? Elbow with your knees, toes together, okay? In this position, feel free to lift your knees up off the ground and bring your knees together. This is your tuck position, okay? From here, let's lift and go to our handstand position. You're going to be able to succeed in this position by squeezing your tush, keeping your rib cage in and tight, and abdominals in. And if you're doing it right, you should be shaking, like I am. Now from here, let's open our legs straddle position, and bring your legs a little bit more in front if you have to, right? You don't have to be totally side. A little bit more in front as like a counterbalance, so there are weights into the floor, okay? Here. Good. If you feel really good about that, touch your toes to the ground and lift your toes up. Good. If you feel really good about that, let's come to pike position. Abdominals in, abdominals in. Good. Bring your toes all the way up to the sky. Good. And come down. Good. So the pike position is the most advanced position in that sequence. So in order to really, really get the strength to lift your leg, you have to scoop your abdominals up and in the whole time, okay? The variation now, if you feel really good about that, at home I want you to practice going from your handstand down to your tuck position 5 times. After that, open straddle position, bring your feet down to the ground, come all the way back up 5 times, and then from there, trying to lower down, resist, 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 by compressing your abdominals in, feeling the compression, tapping your toes up, and bringing them all the way up, squaring your shoulders, your hips over your shoulders, upside down, yeah? So all the way down, scoop, 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 and lift, 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 and that's how you finish. So 5 in each position. That's gonna really make you strong for your handstands. And eventually to accomplish your press position, which is a skill like we all can strive for, yeah? Okay, let's get ready for our handstands now, okay? So, now if you have a wall to use, that would be like ideal, okay? I'm gonna use this wall here so you can see. Now it's super important in your handstands, as we all know, I talk about this all the time, is rib cage in. We don't want our rib cage to be out. We want it to be in. So we want to be pressing through the palms of our hand, rib cage in, tush tight, legs tight. We're also keeping your head inside your shoulders the whole time, trying to peek, 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 and look at your hands, right? So, as you can see, I'm in a tight position here, so I won't be able to put my hands down and kick my way up. So I'm actually going to take it the harder version anyway, and face the kitchen with my back against the wall, okay? From here, I want you to bring your hands down. You're going to walk your feet up the wall. And from this position, if you're this far away, your hips should be still over your shoulders. If you're sticking your head out, it's going to create a lot of stress on your shoulders, and you don't want that, right? You want your shoulders to be nice and strong, but you should be lifted out of your position so you feel nice and strong and aligned. Now from here, I'm going to walk my hands in, okay, and try to lift and push out of my shoulders into the ground. I'm looking at the wall. My head is not sticking out. My ribs aren't arching. My lower back isn't arching. I'm squeezing my tush. I'm sucking my ribs in. I'm pushing out of my shoulders to complete my line, okay? I want you to be able to try to hold this for 30 seconds. If you can hold this position for 30 seconds, that means you're getting so much stronger. Then you want to work up to a minute, yeah? To come down, I want you to open your legs to second position and step down from the wall without crashing, okay? So that's how your handstands should look, and that's how you should be practicing your handstands at home, okay? If you feel like you want to be more advanced and you want to start working on your press handstands, this is for you next, okay? So, this time you're going to face the wall, okay? Your hands are going to be out about this far away, and so your hips can be about this far away from the wall, okay? You're going to rock forward till your back and your head touch the wall, and you're going to try to lift your toes up off the ground. So rock forward into your hands and try to compress and lift your feet up off the ground. When I say compress, I mean abdominals in, and they like lift you up in your contraction, right? So shift your weight over your shoulders, making sure your hips are over your shoulders as you lift your toes up and contract. Compress over and lift your toes. Good. I'm going to do that a few times, maybe like 5 times, yeah? If your head touches the wall for a little stability, that's okay, right? You want to have your head inside, lifting and pushing. Good. Good. You may feel a little bit of discomfort in your hip flexors because your hip flexors are part of this scoop and this contraction that you lift yourself out of the skill with. Turn this music off. So if you can stretch your hip flexors out a lot with your lunges that we worked on, making sure your ribs are in, and also trying to also strengthen them by just doing it more, they're gonna get stronger, right? You can also do this exercise here, opening your legs up to like a gentle straddle, not anything too wide, but about this far apart. You want to try to reach over your leg and compress, and you're going to press with your fingertips into the ground and try to lift your leg up off the ground. And you want to try to pulse this like 10 times. 10 times on each leg. That's going to really strengthen your hip flexors to be able to lift your hips up off the ground, okay? So on this side, pushing your fingertips in, you're trying to fold and crease over the leg, but also find the strength inside to lift your leg up off the ground. And you want to do that 10 times each leg. It's going to hurt, but it's going to be good for you. And then here, same thing. You're reaching forward, pressing your fingers into the ground and lifting. You can do that 10 times, okay? That's gonna help you with your press to handstand, okay? So with these exercises, I hope you guys have a wonderful time at home, doing your best to stay strong and stay flexible until we get to see each other again and work on our tumbling skills and other acrobatic skills in class. But until then, I miss you all. I'm thinking about all of you. I'm excited to get back into the studio, and I hope to see you guys soon, okay? Bye. Also, if you wanted to see the press handstand to its fullest position, I'm gonna do it for you. I forgot to include it in the last video. Sorry. So here we go. So again, you're in this position here. Okay. You're shifting your weight over your shoulders, pushing out of your hand, making sure your arms are totally locked, shoulders over your wrists and hips over your shoulders. Rock forward, toes up, and then you can bring your hips onto the wall if need be, and then lift up, okay? From here, you're gonna open again and try to come down nice and slowly. And finish, yeah. As you come down, you want to lift, and bring it all the way down, okay? So that's the progression.